Good afternoon and welcome to the Entrepreneurship World Cup Grenada 2021. Welcome to all our participants, our finalists, our judges. I will turn over the floor to Dr. Marcia Brandon of COESL to welcome us. Dr. Brandon?
I'm loving that little jiggle. Hello, everybody. And a hearty good evening to all of us here and those of us watching, those of you watching the live stream. This is EWC Caribbean Grenada, and we have two really exciting pictures, and we're hoping that at the end we can have a 1-2 win. And that's a win, right? EWC Caribbean, as you know, is an offshoot of Entrepreneurship World Cup, which is an event that is run by GEN, which is Global Entrepreneurship Network. And Global Entrepreneurship Network is an organized and movement really of over 180 countries that is working to strengthen the ecosystem in each country globally and helping entrepreneurs to start up anywhere, everywhere, in whatever areas they are. And GEN has been going for over 10 years and has some tremendous traction within the entrepreneurship ecosystem. Entrepreneurship World Cup was created in 2019. And it is a movement itself because it has over 200 countries now, which is absolutely amazing. So you are a part of a team of people of over 200 from over 200 countries who are vying for the Entrepreneurship World Cup. And within the Caribbean, you're part of over 160 entrepreneurs who have applied and actually submitted their applications to Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean. How many submitted? Over 600, almost 700 people submitted, entrepreneurs. And we only started this in May, to be honest, because we were not sure it was something we could actually take on top of everything else with ash, hurricane, COVID, everything else you can think about. But we have an amazing Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean team, Crystal Legrand, who is our chief implementation manager. We have Joshua Ford, who is not able to be with us. He might join before we end, but he is our chief pitch specialist, and myself. And, you know, it's just been going. So congratulations again. And I would really love to ensure that the judges understand how appreciative we are of your consistent support for Dynamic Youth of Grenada and in effect or en route to EWC Caribbean. So just a little background about EWC Caribbean. Not EWC Caribbean, EWC itself, Entrepreneurship World Cup, was actually started by three organizations, GEN of course being one of them. But then there is the MESC Foundation, which is a non-profit philanthropic foundation, which was established by HRH Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to discover, develop, and empower young people in Saudi Arabia and beyond to become active participants in the future economy. And then we have the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, which is an organization that focuses on cultivating ethical, altruistic leaders aimed at improving the overall standard of the world. So as we build forward better in our COVID era and build forward more equitably, we are seeing that organizations are looking, the organizations involved in EWC Entrepreneurship World Cup, and I automatically say Caribbean because of course, you know, Caribbean comes after that, but the organizers involved in Entrepreneurship World Cup are people who are looking at ethics, who are looking at morals, who are looking at transformational leadership for this world, which cannot go back to being what it was before COVID. So we're building forward better. Our judges, I'd quickly just like to introduce to you our judges. And we have the rose among the thorns, sorry, gentlemen, Mrs. Rochelle Clark, who is joining us from Canada. You are, right, Mrs. Clark?
Yes, I'm in Toronto.
From Toronto.
Yeah.
And she is a Grenadian, however, and this is an excellent way of giving back. So thank you. She is a partner of Mrs. Lisa Lewis through Dynamic Youth of Grenada Business Hub. And she has founded Vision Studio, a film production company that focused mainly on commercials for businesses in 2012. And she founded the Grenadian Hub, an online and physical marketplace that sells quality essential goods and services to the people of Grenada. And I think that is in collaboration with Dynamic Youth of Grenada.
Yes.
Mrs. Lewis, yes.
With Lisa, yes.
Yes, and she's also a small business investor, and she works as a legal professional and business consultant in Toronto. And then we have Mr. Khan, who I know is a great supporter of Dynamic Youth of Grenada and effectively Mrs. Lewis. He has 18 years, he's worked 36 years in banking, and he has done business transformation, reengineering. He's been a member of the merger and acquisition team in the purchase of banks in English and Dutch speaking Caribbean. He has done business consulting for 16 years. And he has many clients right across public and private sector and NGOs in the English-speaking Caribbean, and in the industries, agriculture, finance, corporate reorganization, documentation, marketing, human resource management. So he has a wealth, he comes with a wealth of experience and pictures. Please do not become intimidated by these judges' credentials. They've been here a much longer time than you, and they should have these credentials. But we know you're in very safe hands. So Mr. Willem, who is the youngest, and has been an excellent supporter of Dynamic Youth of Grenada for many years. He is just an entrepreneur and a very entrepreneurial person. He's on a mission to stamp out poverty. He has participated in various entrepreneurship workshops and training over the years. He understands the value of unfair advantages and continues to work towards improving the lives of others. He has a wonderful life partner and their daughter. He continues to work in the hospitality industry as well as run his own small farm. And that's what I really love about him. You'll see him really putting up his farm products on his Facebook page for his own consumption, because I want some corn, but anyway. So welcome, judges. Thank you very much for being here. Unfortunately, we're still not seeing our other contestant, but let us, somebody else is here. Is this your person, Miss Hamilton? Any media? Yes?
Yes. David, change your name.
Okay. They're coming for you, and that's great. You have support. So on that note, I'll hand back over to Crystal, who will take you through the pitching.
Yes, next we have a welcome address from Global Entrepreneurship Network, one of the co-host organizations that have been putting together this Entrepreneurship World Cup, Mr. Jonathan Altman.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Altmans, and I'm the president and the founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. And on behalf of all of our global partners, especially the MISC Foundation, I want to welcome you to the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Over the course of the last 3 years since we kicked off this initiative in nations across the world, we've helped more than 300,000 startups to test their ideas. Yes, they've competed for prizes. They've competed for the opportunity to get support, but in the end, all of them have got access to training, to perks, and to the networks of their peers that we hope will help them succeed if they didn't this time around. But this time around, yes, they're competing for $1 million in prizes and many millions of dollars in perks and other kinds of benefits, not to mention the training and the mentorship and the ongoing support that comes with being a part of the EWC community. We are very, very proud this year that the finals will be in November. They'll be back on back with the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, which is Jen's annual large gathering of the year of all 200 countries that we operate, that we're bringing together the leaders of those ecosystems with their startups and their investors to really take a close look alongside their governments at what the future has in store for us in this post-pandemic environment. Right now, we're seeing the roaring back of our economies, and it's time for us to take a careful and thoughtful look about where are the tailwinds, yes, but where are the opportunities for us to build back better in this post-pandemic global environment. So we'll be having that Congress, whether you win and get into the EWC 100 and make it to the EWC final stage, it doesn't matter. You're all welcome to join the Global Entrepreneurship Congress in Riyadh in November. If indeed you're ready to get back to live face-to-face community building and relationship building, we would love to have you. More information can be made available at gec.co. But for today, we're focused on the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Welcome. We look forward to meeting all of the startups participating and look forward to seeing some of them indeed at the global gathering that takes place in November. So good luck and thank you.
Thank you, and we are back. We will go over now the judging criteria for this pitch competition. The judging criteria is 4 categories. It's broken down in people, product, predictability, and potential. The judges will be rating each finalist by a rate from 1 to 5, and they will tally these scores. I would like to turn it over first to Dr. Brandon so that we can welcome our first finalist.
So tonight we had 2 finalists, but unfortunately we only have 1. Or other finalists unfortunately won't be able to make it tonight. So what we're going to do is hear the pitch and we will ask the judges to assess and see whether or not, based on the score, our finalists will go forward to Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean Finals. So Crystal, you can start the pitch.
Yes.
So
thank you. Yes.
So thank you so much for being here, Ms. Hamilton, and thank you for your commitment.
Thank you. So, Ms. Hamilton, you now have 3 minutes to present your business concept to our panel of judges. You have 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes will begin once you begin speaking. But I'll ask you now to start sharing your screen. As our finalist begins to share her screen, I'll get a pulse from the judges. Are you ready to see the presentation? And if you are, just give us a quick thumbs up to let us know that you are ready to go.
Yeah, I'm all ready to go. So you can go ahead from William's end here. So I'm just waiting and excited to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, I'm all good to go as well.
Good. Thank you so much. Ms. Hamilton,
All right, good night.
The floor is yours. You have 3 minutes to pitch.
Okay, good night, everybody. My name is Kalina Hamilton, but everybody calls me Kay. And tonight I'm gonna present The Other Guy Studio, which is a virtual and augmented design studio based in Grenada, right? So the problem that we have and our company is gonna try to resolve is the fact that this pandemic and other factors has forced a lot of businesses to now move online. So a lot of businesses are trying to use the e-commerce route in order to meet their quotas and continue to serve their customers, right? So the issues that we have in the Caribbean as it relates to online e-commerce and selling online was mainly the lack of payment gateways and also the mailing facilities. But these issues have been resolved and are being resolved during the time. So as I have on the screen here, we have the launch of the Eastern Caribbean digital dollar. That is a means that could also alleviate the lack of payment facilities that apply to certain countries. All right, so what we're looking to do is to deliver virtual experiences for shopping, right? So we're gonna build virtual showcases where customers can actually walk through and feel like they're in a store, or there's a simulation of being in a store. Everybody loves the shopping experience. And also be able to collect payments online. So our platform is looking to bridge the gap and not only just have an e-commerce store where you can essentially something like Amazon or eBay, where you can actually just go on and browse the products for sale, but you can virtually feel like you're in an environment that's designed for shopping, all right? The differences between augmented reality and virtual reality is that virtual reality uses simulated real world settings. So we see it with products like IKEA, companies like IKEA, where you can actually scan a product and see how it fits inside of your home. That's augmented reality. But for virtual reality, it's a more immersive experience. And we've seen that before with movies like Avatar, where you need a headset or Google Oculus or one of these devices in order to immerse yourself in the environment. All right, so we're looking to have dedicated shopping stores. And this is not just for brick and mortar, but also for individuals who are looking to sell their products and so online. All right, so here we have an example of what a virtual store would look like. So as you can see, when you hover over any item, it can give you all of the information related to the item. It can also give you related context. So in this case, it has suggested recipes and things like that that you can also use to decide whether you want to make the purchase. Okay. So this idea actually came from my cousin, Donley Pope, who is another one of our founders. And he said to me, he wants to do an e-commerce store. And I said, why make a boring e-commerce store that everyone is doing? Let's try to make it more immersive. There's technology that exists that we don't particularly use in the Caribbean, but we need to get up to date and start to explore and be able to present our products in better ways. Right, so we are still in the idea phase. So I'm actually pitching the idea. We are finalizing the concept and putting together exactly how we're going to fulfill all of the requirements needed and how we can best bring it forth to the customers and the clients in the best way possible for them, and make it also very easy for a store to set up, right? So what we aim to do is to help people to shop from the comfort of their home, right? Give them personalized stores, personalized experiences. And we want to embrace digital retail, virtual retail technology. Now, market validation. Now, there are over 1.5 billion people who shop online, right? And of that, 9% of internet usage comes from the Caribbean. However, when we're talking about e-commerce sales in the past year, 2019, there were 2 billion e-commerce transactions made from the Caribbean. And this is excluding Brazil, Mexico, I can't see the Argentina, Chile, and Colombia, because those 5 countries, they equate to about 71 billion. So within Latin America and the Caribbean, there's $73 billion spent on e-commerce sales. So we see that there is potential in the market. And with the things that I talked about earlier, new forms of payment, because this is not my company, I have no affiliation with them, but we have companies such as WePay in Trinidad, Swift, Pay Swift in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and there are a couple others in Jamaica. They make it possible for us to actually conduct financial transactions online, which is a part of what the region was missing. All right, so who are we looking at?
Ms. Hamilton.
That's it? That's 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Technically, it's 5.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, so you can stop sharing now, and we will invite our judge to ask the first question. So, Judge Michelle, you can kick us off with the first question.
You let her leave it up just in case the judges have any
Oh, yes. Okay.
questions. Yeah.
Hi. So when I was listening to all of this, I was just wondering like what the cost would be for something like that for like the business owners and for the customers.
Okay, so in terms of costing, if you have ever used any a web builder like Wix or Shopify or anything like that, we want to match those kinds of costings, because what we can do is we can create templates of stores. So you can just, the option would be simple. You go in, you sign up on the website, you select the type of layout that you want, you add your products to it, and it automatically would place your products and stuff like that. So we're looking to have a subscription-based model, which keeps the pricing very low on the customers, with the exception, of course, of the ones who want to create an actual immersive experience. So like a big store in town would want to actually do a simulated experience of their store, then we can go in and actually build that up to their exact requirements.
Okay, so approximately how much though? So like
So we're looking at about between 13 to 20 US per month.
per month, and that's for the business owner or for the customer?
That's for the business.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. And would the customer have to pay anything as well? Would they have anything to pay? Like if they were to try to sign up for anything, or they don't have to sign up for anything? It's just
the experience would be similar to a regular e-commerce store. It's just that you could go in and walk around and actually interact. You could talk to somebody live through the intercom system, because there would be visual support. So you could actually talk to somebody in store.
All right, just one other question. So right now, I know in Grenada, a lot of businesses, they try to stay away from taking like debit cards, credit cards because of the fee. Some people just prefer to pay cash. So for those types of businesses, like how would you convince them to come on board?
Well, the issue is not really whether you're paying cash or not. The thing is, I am at home and I want to know what you have in store without having to call you, or, so you can actually see all of the things that I offer. So even in case that I want to just go to town and collect it, I can just go in town and collect it after.
Okay, sounds good. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi, Rochelle.
Yes.
Hi. Related back to what, sorry. Hi, Cass. Related back to what Rochelle was saying, your startup costs would be in what kind of ballpark figure?
The startup cost, we estimating to be about $100,000.
And what currency?
Eastern Caribbean dollars.
Okay. And how do you expect to fund that?
Well, as I'm a developer, I can build some of the stuff myself. Another, my colleagues, that's why we have, so much of them. I have, a network of developers and people who actually have some of the skills. So we're trying to, even if we're not able to raise seed capital, we can still scale down and build smaller experiences until we're able to build up that entire large platform.
Okay. The idea is a good one, especially to come into the Caribbean to catch the wave of technology that's right in the world. From a marketing point of view, how do you, what are your plans to attract to the initiative?
Marketing wise, we're looking to actually show people, and even if that means that we would have to, start off with 1 or 2 businesses that we can say, here, try this out and see how well your engagement holds up versus people looking for your business on Facebook or the traditional means, because we can actually get more data. We can see how long people stay on your virtual store. We can find a lot of metrics and be able to present data that would support you actually purchasing or joining on board with us.
All right. Given the fledgling nature, who can help? Who can help this initiative? Who can help outside of your network?
In terms of?
Assisting either with the technology or the marketing or the funding.
Well, we're open. That's what I'm saying. We're at the idea stage. So right now we're looking for people who are willing to either assist monetarily or come on board as a partner, so that we can actually build out the concept. So we're looking for everybody. A financial person like yourself would also be very good, because I am not a numbers person. I grew up as an IT baby, and I am good with the tech side.
All right. Well, I think from our point of view, we like your passion. We like the concept. We like that you're bringing the technology down into the Caribbean. And we really want to applaud you and your group for participating. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Over to our next judge, Mr. Willen. You can ask your questions.
Okay, my question is around the ease of use for users, for the end users. Believe me, it's a very, very interesting project that you have there with the virtual reality shopping. But my thing is that this is 50-something-year-old neighbor of mine. She only has a cell phone. In terms of ease of use, what does she need besides her cell phone? And in terms of that, what would be her cost of acquiring the stuff needed for her to be a part of this venture in terms of using your platform to?
I'm sorry, you cut out for the last part of the question.
The last part of my question was the fact of, I did hear that there was the need for a virtual the glasses, the Google Glass, and there was also
Okay, well, the exciting thing is you don't need to have the Google Lens or the Google glasses. You don't need the Oculus. You don't need any of that equipment. All you need is a mobile device, whether it be a cell phone or a tablet, a computer, any one of those devices with a proper internet connection, and you can access the platform. So we're trying to make it in, like you said, ease of use for the customers, because you want them, no matter what they have, to be able to visit and do what they need to do without any set of barriers. But if you have a headset, it would also work. So it's not a prerequisite for getting the software to work on your device. And we're also looking in terms of having offline experiences. So once you visit, let's say you go to the site, the store that you want one time, it could actually cache in your phone or your device so that you could actually go on there offline and be able to look around and refresh yourself on an item or whatever it is that you're checking for without actually being online. This just means that you cannot connect with someone in the store or any of the probably more additional features, right? But the general would always be available to the customers.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Did I answer your question?
That's all I needed to know. Thank you so much. And just keep the hard work up, yeah?
And I think I ran out of time, but also this is applicable not just to e-commerce. I've had numerous discussions with clients who are doing who are interested in conducting virtual tours. Works the same way. Expos. I've just been in talks with a company to do a virtual expo for them as well. So there are other use cases. I picked e-commerce because that was the main need that we have in the region at this time.
Is it okay if I ask one more question?
Yes, please, go ahead.
So as an investor, right? So let's say somebody wanted to invest, I don't know, let's say $50,000, 50,000 EC dollars. How long would it take for them to actually see like any returns on their investment? How long do you think you'll be able to make back that money?
In terms of return on investment, we have to say within, it's not an overnight thing, so it can't be today, tomorrow, but let's say within a year or so. I think that's reasonable when we think about investing.
Okay, sounds good. And just one last question. So how much businesses so far have you contacted? Well, approximately, and like what is the interest like?
Right, so we've spoken to about 30 people, 30 different businesses. And I've spoken to a lot of individuals who have items, because I'm looking to build the business up, right? Yeah, because to be realistic, you know, you may not get the large sum invested. So if you can start with small businesses and actually transform the way they operate, the larger businesses would see that and also catch on as well. So we talked to about 30, 40 people, and everybody is very interested, especially in the way that they could have their presence. And this goes for people who don't even have a brick and mortar store. So you're selling items out of your house or whatever it is, but you want a showroom. You have a virtual showroom now that you don't have to pay any rent. It's minimal fees. Okay. So you could add your items to the showroom, and we could you can get that visibility, extra visibility there.
And the people, they would have to go on a site or something, or is it just like they would have to, like, how does it work? Like, would you have like a platform, and then, you know, the person or people would go on the site and click on the specific store that they're looking for?
Yeah, so it's a platform that you could go in, you sign up, and you can select a style of store, a color scheme, and then you just add your products. Also, I think I didn't mention that there's a lot of technology that exists. So let's say you're selling, what do you call that? Like shoes, like Jordans or something like that, right? we can pull the data from the company and actually get your display. So you don't even need to take a virtual image, or you don't even need to photograph your item.
Sounds good. Okay, thank you. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Okay, just one or two suggestions, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I think you need to focus on your marketing, and two, on a projected profit and loss. So let's say 1 to 5 years.
Okay.
What kind of expenses you would run for year 1, year 2, year 3, and what kind of revenues would come in. So given that it's still at the idea stage.
Yes.
You all would need to do that kind of projecting to make sure that you cover all your bases.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you to all the judges and your questions. I invite the judges to do their deliberations and tally their scores. And in the meantime, we will have our short discussion with Ms. Hamilton about her business and how she's doing. So judges, you can select breakout room and go into that room. Dr. Brandon?
Here.
Here. So, yes, welcome back.
Are the judges in their breakout room now?
I'm going to, while you do that, I will assign them.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you clearly. While I do what?
While I put them in the breakout room, those who couldn't get it done, I will, yes, they're in the room now.
Okay, great. Okay, is Willen there?
Can you please unmute and let us know if you can join the breakout room?
Mrs. Lewis, can you see if you can get Mr. Gates and let him know that he's needed in the breakout room for the judges?
Okay.
Thank you. So, Miss Hamilton, how was that for you? Let's have a convo while
it was nervous. It was nervous. It was nerve-wracking. I mean, I had built up my my mojo since 6 o'clock. So by the time we started, I had already started to go downhill.
Oh. But is this your first time pitching?
It's my first time pitching. I've done a lot of things in my life, but I haven't pitched an idea in a very long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
You did very, very well. And so this is the
I normally coach people through the pitches, tell them what to say.
Okay. So this is the first of many pitches as an entrepreneur.
Apparently so.
It would be interesting to find out what your team members thought. Do you want to put them on the spot?
They just messaged me. David just messaged me. He told me his internet is going in and out. He said you had a shaky start, but you're good on the questions.
Yes, you were strong. You obviously are very confident with your product, and you know your product right, Crystal? What do you think?
Absolutely. I was very impressed with the presentation in itself. I looked at your application even prior to this, and it was a strong application as well. So congratulations on your presentation.
Thank you. I think I overthought the 3 minutes.
Someone's coming. Yeah, we're here to hold up your hand, girl.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yeah, that's David Martin, one of my team members,
Okay.
a strong colleague.
Excellent. That's good. That is good. You need a strong team.
Yeah, we definitely need a strong, and we're looking for a strong finance person.
Yes. I mean,
We need a strong finance person.
I was saying yes when you told Mr. Khan what you told him. I was like, yes, my girl is sharp.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, even if he doesn't want to, but he has,
Yes.
colleagues in the field that are interested.
Right. And you do have Mrs. Clark there who knows quite a bit about investing and business as well. So I know, Mrs. Lewis, I do think you have a very strong business. You were one of the stronger businesses in the region. So I know that Mrs. Lewis will have some opportunities lined up as she helps you to prepare when the judges come back, if we hear that you're going forward to EWC Caribbean finals.
Well, we gonna find out right now. I was asking, is it that you have to come back the next day to hear the results? And then,
no, you're gonna find out right now. We couldn't stand the anticipation, so we said, you know what,
let's do it one time. All right.
One time.
All right. Let me just grab a sip of water.
How are the judges doing, Miss Crystal?
I would actually have to join the breakout room and step up to you guys, but I think I can do that because or I'll have to. Okay, let's make you the host.
Okay. Yeah. And how many minutes do they have left?
I don't think we should take longer than that.
Right, yes, so I agree.
Let me just join them and then I'll come right back.
Okay.
I think I talked about everything while I was speaking. I was just checking my remainder slides to see what I probably left out, and then I realized I covered all of it just rambling.
Oh my God. So yes, I mean, once we hear the results, I'm sure they'll have some tips, but we'll also, through Mrs. Lewis, be able to support you as you prepare for your pitch. But the business idea is very strong.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen anyone in the region tackle that aspect.
Yeah.
And the pandemic has made this thing, like even looking at last year, people were doing virtual tours of the Sahara. I'm like, how are you doing a virtual tour of the desert?
Yes.
They had a 360 camera set up on top of the Jeep, and people paid the same amount of money.
Wow.
As if they were
there.
They were there because the host was interacting and talking with them the same way. They were able to see and visualize everything, and it was 360. So you could have actually, if you have a device that allows, you could actually spin it around and look around like if you're in the desert.
Right. Oh, wow.
So all of these things, hit off like inspiration.
Yes. No, that's awesome. I mean, if you could do Caribbean tours.
Yeah, so
virtual Caribbean tours.
I realized the mistake. I named it after my cousin's business, the other guy studios, but it's actually VT Caribbean, which is Virtual Tours Caribbean or Virtual Technology Caribbean or any spin-off of that.
Yes.
Any spin-off of that.
So are you a full-time entrepreneur or are you?
Yes, okay. I am a full-time strugglepreneur. Strongpreneur. Yes. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, so I have been an entrepreneur since I left school and couldn't get a job.
Wow.
So I started off, as
you made the door. You made the door.
So I started off at Billy Button, but
nice. No, that's
I'm
great. And
surviving.
how long ago was that?
2011.
Wow, awesome. Yes.
I just have never really competed in any competition.
Yes. Yes.
And it's mainly due to the fact that I don't like to be in the camera. And
right. Yeah.
now I have a team. I have, you know, I have some elements of a strong team.
Yes. That's so important, and I'm so happy that you have a team around you. That's important. Is Crystal, are you there? Or you're still in the breakout room?
Yeah, she seems like she's still in the breakout room.
Okay.
Projections, profit and loss, and 5-year completion investments.
So how did you hear about EWC?
So I was sent EWC. I saw it on Instagram, and then I said, okay, I'll apply. So I consulted the team. I said, guys, what do you guys think? And they said, yeah, man, let's apply. So I said, all right, I'm gonna follow the application. I started the application, rested down, made a note on my to-do list to finish the application.
Right.
Went around, did some things and came back and then realized, you know, a week later, I was like, wait, I was supposed to finish this application. I have the video, I have everything. I'm supposed to finish. So I pulled back my calendar and realized, oh, I didn't mark it off. I didn't tick it off as complete. So I just went ahead and just completed the application.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then looking at it, looking at the past pitches, I've seen some, one of my colleagues pitched last year in St. Lucia.
Okay, all right. Well, in what competition? In the OECS?
The St. Lucia one, it's on the EWC.
Oh, St. Lucia EWC.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Antonio Rodriguez. Anticipation. Anticipation is killing.
Hi, Miss Hamilton.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Miss Dr. Brandon.
Yes. How I'm here.
The pitch was good, Miss Hamilton.
Shaky, girl. It was a bit shaky.
Fortunate for you, you don't have somebody to go up against.
That doesn't mean I can't lose against myself. That makes it more embarrassing if I lose against me.
I'm back, ladies.
Absolutely terrible. You lose against yourself. What can I say? I participated and I lost against me.
That wouldn't be a good look at all.
Oh dear.
Dr. Brandon, just make me the host, and then we can switch. Okay, I've done that.
Okay. So hold on, what's happening? Sorry.
I just closed the room, the breakout room, and they have the seconds are counting down, so they're coming back.
Okay. So it's interesting that we had one person and we have gone past our time, 7:30.
Yes.
That was not my fault.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the discussion really and truly focused on how do we get entrepreneurs off the ground in the Caribbean and in Grenada specifically. So it looks like we have a lot more work to do as judges and supporters of this area of society and national development.
So who is reporting back for the judges, Mr. Khan?
Sorry?
Who is reporting back for the judges? Crystal, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Rachel nominated me, so I will.
Okay, yes. Okay.
And Willan apparently ran away from us.
No, I just reached home, so I was able to make the transition nicely.
Excellent, excellent.
So good Wi-Fi, good lighting, and everything.
Very good. Good to see you.
Welcome on screen, Willan.
Thank you.
Dr. Brandon, can you also join us on screen so that we can take a screenshot? Thank you. Yes. So judges, I know that there was quite a bit of discussion happening, but as the time counted down, we needed to close off and bring you back so that you can give us some feedback for Miss Hamilton and then let her know the results. So over to Mr. Khan.
Okay, thank you very much. On behalf of Judge Richelle and Judge Willan, we had a lot of discussion on the context that we are into, which is entrepreneurship, and the way it focuses or the way we behave in the Caribbean as well as specifically in Grenada. And we know that we have a lot more work to do to really and truly encourage and motivate entrepreneurs to come into the stream. With respect and getting directly into it, we are a little bit concerned that we had 1 out of 2, and we are concerned that we had only 2 nominees. So it confirms that we really have a lot more work to do in Grenada. And the 3 of us are committed to really trying to do our best to support Lisa, Lois, and Marcia in this work. With respect to the specific project that was presented to us, we like the passion that Cass exhibited. She clearly knows all of the technology and some of the business issues that surround getting a business off the ground. With respect to the criteria, the 4 areas that were recommended to us. On the product, this is not a new product, so we rated that on the low scale with respect to experience and reputation of the founding team. They clearly know what they're about from a technology point of view. The opportunity can be a big one, given that the Caribbean is into a lot of, especially the youth, into purchasing online. And for the predictability, since it's only at the idea stage, we had to rate it low. So overall, we came out on an average of 7, I think it is, when we total up the aggregate judges' scores.
Thank you, judges. So we will go to our EWC Caribbean leader, Dr. Marcia Brandon, for the final words.
Thank you so much, so very much, judges, for your analysis of your take on the product and on the entrepreneur herself. The product is rated in the early stage, and as such, I could see how you could go either way on the early stage, because it's at the idea stage, and it is a good idea. But as you say, it's not a new idea, but it is a new idea for Grenada. But I understand your analysis of your results. And I want to congratulate Miss Hamilton on presenting. Now, I think we have to get back to Miss Hamilton regarding making a choice, a decision as to whether she goes forward to EWC Caribbean finals. So that's something we will do, Miss Hamilton. We'll get back to you on that. But congratulations. I think that you were extremely brave. As you said, this is your first pitch session. And I want to thank the judges as well for their participation. What usually happens next is that, what happens next is that all of the national finalists who gets a certain score goes on to EWC Caribbean finals. And so at EWC regional finals, the winner of that with a particular score goes to Saudi Arabia to pitch at the global EWC global finals. Now, we have 3 different stages of scoring. We have early stage or of category. There's early, there's startup, and there is growth. And I know that Miss Hamilton falls in the early stage because her idea is pretty new. So I want to again thank the judges. Thank you so much for your time. I want to congratulate Miss Hamilton. I want to thank Mrs. Lewis as usual. Always there, always ready to support and ready to partner with us to see entrepreneurship as an entrepreneur herself, to see entrepreneurship thrive in Grenada, but also in Grenada. I thought I called another country. In Grenada and in the Caribbean effectively. So thank you again. Crystal, is there anything I have left out? I want to, of course, thank Crystal, as usual, as a part of our team who is doing a phenomenal job supporting and just getting things done. Anything that I've left out?
We will definitely do as you said, come back to the Miss Hamilton and let her know about the results. And the EWC Caribbean Regional Finals will take place on the 25th of July. So that's a Sunday, the 25th of July at 3 p.m. So we look forward to hearing more from you. And in any case, as a finalist, we know that we will be supporting you in the development of your business as an entrepreneur, whether you reach the regionals or not. We thank you for being and having the courage, as Dr. Brandon said, to join this competition. You did extremely well, given all your nerves. And I am so thankful that you stuck with it and got to this point. So much success as you continue your journey. And any final words, Dr. Brandon? If not, we are over and out.
Mrs. Lewis, would you like to say something as well? We have you here as the national organizer, and of course, I've said thank you before. Would you like to say any final words?
No, not really.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Are we doing the photo, Miss Crystal, or did we do it already?
Took some screenshots already, but we can definitely get everyone in all smiles, and as well as Miss Hamilton's team. You are welcome to join us on screen as well. So you can turn on your cameras and we will take a screenshot as we are in this virtual setting and we don't have photos that we can take physically at a location. So in our tradition here in the Caribbean, we are taking screenshots of our virtual experiences. So the other invited guests of Miss Hamilton, you can also turn on your cameras and we will be taking a picture before we wrap up. Going once and going twice. I'm pressing the button, all smiles. Ah, there we go. Thank you so much. So cheese and congratulations, Miss Hamilton.
All right, thank you guys once again.
Congratulations. Now we go on to Dominica. We jump out of you and into Dominica. Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, and thank you very much.
All right.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Khan.
Sweet
Yeah,
And the other
definitely.
Hi. Yes.
All right,
Hi,
take
Lisa.
care.
Hello.
Take care, everyone. Good job,
Yes.
Kay.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
good job.
Okay, Rochelle. Okay, Willan. Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you,
And
Mrs.
Crystal.
Black.
How long do I need to wait now?
We'll be with you tomorrow, if not tonight.
Okay. All right, take care.
She won't sleep.
No, I would not. I would not.
All right. Thank you very
All
much.
right, take care, everybody.
Okay, take
bye.
care.
Bye.
Dr. Vernon, I think you're still host, but you need to stop the meeting.
What do you want me to do?
Just